Hmm. Well, good morning, everybody. Whoever might be getting up early in the morning, anybody who's here with me live, I really appreciate seeing your faces as we begin our day. It is officially early. It is officially Wednesday. And most of us have been home for a week or so, maybe even a little bit more. And as this time kind of progresses, and as I spend time like looking out my window or being outside in a socially distant kind of way, like removed from other people, I notice like folks walking down the street, and now more than ever, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how are they doing? I just want to know how everybody's doing, and I always feel a little silly, like, hi, stranger over there on the street, how are you doing? But in my heart, I can like kind of feel that urgency for wanting to understand and wanting to know how everybody is managing and how everybody is kind of processing all of what we are going through right now. Um, in my normal life, when we're not stuck inside as the owner of Abide Yoga, I get to see people like all day long. I get to interact with folks that I know and love on a regular basis. Folks on Larchmere on the street, and I'm just kind of missing that right now. I know that y'all are probably pretty similar to me and really enjoy having connection and community. And it is really interesting to watch all of these new ways that we are kind of joining together and finding community from our living rooms or wherever we might be. Right. So I just wanted to begin this morning with a poem, and this is one of my favorites. I've read it a number of times, and it always makes me choke up a little bit. So if I start to cry, just forgive me. I definitely am a little bit of a crier, a water sign, so certainly have that energy in me. And this is a Mary Oliver poem called In the Storm. She wrote, some black ducks were shrugged up on the shore. It was snowing hard from the east, and the sea was in disorder. Then some sanderlings, 5 inches long, with beaks like wire, flew in, snowflakes on their backs, and settled in a row behind the ducks, whose backs were also covered with snow. So close they were all but touching, so close they were all but under the roof of the ducks' tails, so the wind pretty much blew over them. They stayed that way motionless for maybe an hour. Then the sanderlings, each a handful of feathers, shifted and were blown away, out over the water, which was still raging. But somehow they came back, and again the ducks, like a feathered hedge, let them stoop there and live. If someone you didn't know told you this, as I am telling you this, would you believe it? Belief isn't always easy, but this much I have learned, if not enough else, to live with my eyes open. I know what I know what everyone wants is a miracle. This wasn't a miracle. Unless, of course, kindness, as now and again some rare person has suggested, is a miracle, as surely it is. So this idea of kindness as a miracle, it always chokes me up, like every single time. Yeah, so good, Jenny. Also one of my favorites. Yeah. Um, yeah, kindness is kind of this thing that is that has been elusive, right? It's been kind of like missing from like our public discourse. And if there is something that might come out of this, and I really hesitate to like be a silver lining kind of person here, but if there's something that might come out of this, I'm hopeful that it's something along the lines of us learning how to be kind to each other again, us learning how to be empathetic, to put ourselves in each other's shoes, to not judge so harshly. um, so I think we'll sit here and meditate this morning for a little while. We'll sit here and use a mudra this morning just to kind of focus ourselves, bring ourselves together. I'm thinking of Uttarabodhi mudra this morning, which is known as the cosmic lightning rod. And this mudra is it's kind of our little tool to help receive like inspiration for what we ought to be doing, like how we ought to kind of conduct ourselves in the world. And it's so easy to make this mudra. So all your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky finger interlace, and then your thumb and your index finger, they press into the other hand's thumb and index fingers, but then you turn the thumbs down. So can everybody see this? You turn the thumbs down, you point the index fingers up, and kind of hold this in front of your heart or your belly. I'm going to shift this a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so this is Uttarabodhi mudra, or the cosmic lightning rod. And it's really nice to sort of keep those elbows out wide. Good. You want to keep this like enlivened upper body here, not rigid, but kind of awake. Feeling that stretch through your index fingers, feeling that stretch through the webbing of your thumb. Good, and then let's close our eyes if that's comfortable for you to do. And we'll take a little bit of time here just to settle, just to notice our breathing. Like many of the mudras, this one is said to promote a sense of fearlessness and inner calm. So just allowing yourself to be here and to notice the wave of your thoughts. So we have thoughts that come and go, and just kind of notice what's coming in, what's going out. Maybe there are thoughts, fearful thoughts, anxious thoughts present this morning. We're not here to tell them to go away. We're not here to deny them or to repress them, but instead, let's just kind of sit back and observe them a little bit. And then having observed the thoughts that are passing through, let's just shift the attention mostly to the breathing. Allow your breath to be important here. This thing that you almost never have to pay attention to, really pay attention to it now. Listen to it. Feel it in your body. And you might ask yourself at the beginning of this day, what kind of energy you would like to bring in. So maybe yesterday was really frenzied, and today you want to bring in some calmer energy. Or maybe yesterday was really, really relaxed or even low energy, and today you want to bring in a little bit more like liveliness. Maybe you have some other word that you want to focus on here, some other intention for your day. Spending a little bit of time sort of setting the tone for yourself. And let's take about another 10 deep breaths with our hands in this mudra. Good. Last 3. All right, and then just release the mudra, release your hands. Wiggle your fingers around. Sometimes the fingers get a little like cramped up and weird during the mudras. And then we're just going to roll the head and neck around a little bit too. You might place one or both of your hands on your heart as you roll the head and neck around a few times. Roll the head in both directions and be super gentle. You never want to like go too far with your neck. You get one neck. So let's treat it really well. And then why don't we come back through to center and take our morning lion's breath. Let's take 3 of them. So it's a nice calm inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, stick out your tongue. Good, 2 more. Wonderful. Well, I suppose that's all for this morning. I'll be here again tomorrow morning for a similar type of thing, a meditation, a mudra, and probably a poem or some sort of reading as well. It's been really lovely to see all of your names this morning, and I hope you all have a really nice day, and remembering the importance of kindness and how it is actually like really, truly a miraculous thing. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye.